So today I want to talk to you about 6 signs that will help you figure out if you are in a toxic relationship or not. Okay, because a lot of guys are dealing with bad situation, bad people in general, and they think that is how relationship is supposed to be, but it is not. So today I'll give you signs that show you practical ways to fall out or change the dynamics of your relationship. Let's jump right into it. Tip number one is when you don't feel comfortable telling them the word no. You should feel comfortable telling no to anyone, right? Because you should put yourself first. And it's something you can do. Well, you can. They got to figure out for themselves because everybody is grown. Everybody can do what they need to do, right? If you don't feel comfortable telling them, that is because you are being manipulated, sort of, right? For example, you have to prepare for work the following day, and she tells you, hey, are you going to come over and help move some stuff of mine? I'm moving to town in the next morning, and you are like, oh, I got to go to work tomorrow and very early in the morning too because of traffic. Can we do this some other time? And then she says, oh, so you want me to remain at home because I wouldn't find any help. Then you end up going over there and helping her. My question is, what do you think that is? That is straight up manipulation. The fact that she's going to make you feel bad about saying no. And that's why you feel uncomfortable saying no because if you say no, she's going to, complain. She's going to make you feel bad about it. And then you are just going to go and do it for her. That is toxic right away. You should be able to say no to anyone, even her, because there is time for everything. Tip number two, you don't really know the state of your relationship. Let's just say you guys are together. Are we boyfriend or girlfriend? And they just stay back, go ahead and state we are just enjoying each other's company. We are just, cool. Either we are together or we are not. Because at this point, it's just playing mind and emotional games. That can also, be an eye opener. I mean, when a guy and a girl talk to each other, for sure it's a conversation. But Western world, it explains something else. Okay. Over here, when you go out with a girl, you kiss and have sex, that means you guys are together. But in the Western world, they have a talking stage where a girl and a guy can kiss, have sex without being together, as in, in a relationship, unless something is said. At this point, you can only call that as friends with benefits, right? You may not know, but I just told you. You are doing what couple does, but you guys are not together. Can you accept that when we are talking, we are together or we are not? Or some dude is also on the radar, back on the subject. If you don't know the state of your relationship or where you guys stand, that is kind of like a sign that you are in a toxic relationship because you don't know what you guys are doing, right? You don't know. Meanwhile, you deserve to be someone's first choice. But at this point, it is pretty obvious that her options are well open. Maybe for you to be, fed up with that situation or for a better alternative to come around the door knocking. Tip number three, their inconsistencies always throw you off. So with this, like my guy, when you complain about something, you are checking them on something and then they come up to apologize, right? Which to you, all is good. That ain't gonna repeat itself. But here lies the case that they are going to stop it for a week or two. And then the third week is going to come back to just as they started. They are back on. And you are like, I just spoke about this. So now they are going to come again. You are going to mention or emphasize on it again. They are going to apologize. And the cycle, keeps going. It is not good because somebody that keeps apologizing for something and they keep doing the same thing because obviously they don't care. They are not sorry about what they are doing. No remorse. That is just because, well, you are accepting it every time. Every time she apologizes, you come back and accept the apology, right? It is not a third time she's apologizing about the same thing. That is wrong and toxic because the person just doesn't care about what you are complaining about. And they keep doing it over and over again. Tip number four, the person you are with acts different behind the scenes. So, for instance, if you are in the public, they are going to be, like lovey-dovey and all that, all because you are the trophy or the cap. So, you have to show you off. But when you guys get home, she doesn't even touch you, she doesn't even cuddle with you, try to, kiss you, she doesn't even care. You are just in the house like a piece of sofa, the sofa that you sit in, probably the one behind me. And it can be vice versa. When you guys are in the house, you are all around each other and stuff. You are so affectionate about each other. But as soon as you guys get out there, you are strangers. We are not friends. Don't touch me. Don't do this. Don't do it. She does all that because she doesn't want people to know you guys are together. You guys can't even hold hands, caress her shoulder, and all that because it is not what it is. Because they don't want people to know that you guys are together. Okay. So they can keep their options open. If somebody else, happen to knock on their door, it will be easy for her to just open it up for them. It makes sense, right? That is toxic. You actually do want to be proud of the lady you are with, and she wants to be proud of you too. Not saying you guys are, going to, be all over each other when you guys are in public and stuff. Anyways, are you hiding that when you are together? That is my point. Tip number five, they avoid any heavy conversation. It's like the lady you are with always, keep you at arm's length and they don't want to, to get much close to them to know more about them. They are pretty much, confining in other people, but they don't confine in you. And that's a problem because it's going to be harder to find a real connection with that kind of person. Okay. When everything you guys talk about is just at the surface level, it is toxic. Why? Because she can't open up to you. Why can't she be vulnerable with you? That's quite strange to me. Tip number six, you are doing majority of the work. That is if she feels like she doesn't have to do anything, she doesn't have to communicate, she doesn't have to, be open up, she doesn't have to be honest with you, she doesn't have to participate in the house, she doesn't have to pay for anything, she doesn't have to, initiate sex, right? All of that. Some women sometimes just feel like they are here and can sit there and do nothing. The guy will do everything to make this work, right? You have it right there. It is toxic. Why are you the only one working? Why are you the only one providing? It doesn't make any sense. A lot of people say a relationship is a partnership. What is good about being a partnership? When only one is working and the other is just, benefiting from everything else. Isn't it better if everybody work and then we can, benefit together at higher level? I sure think if you ask me, okay, some women don't feel like they got to contribute, and that is where you need to tell her. And if they persist on being the same, you have to leave that relationship because again, everybody is the price. Okay, we are all equal and everybody got to work. But if you still want to be like the gentleman back in the day, pay for the bills, pay for everything, you are welcome. I'm just saying the woman has to bring in something. And if she doesn't, it is quite different if she's not working at all. It's quite different if she doesn't have anything going on. But if she does, she has to bring something. And if she's not, it is going to be unbalanced. And eventually you are going to, resent her. You are going to, talk bad to her. She's going to reply to you badly, right? And it's always going to be something you have to deal with. So just keep it moving because there are way better women out there. If you are thinking you are not going to, find something better, okay? If you ask God, the universe will give you just what you seek for. If you want something better, that is going to come. So just do it. Don't even be scared, okay? This reminds me when, I talk to a lot of friends who are always thinking that, well, I don't want to leave her because she's not that bad. And I'm saying it is not that bad you should look for, to stay with. You want somebody that is good, that is great, and that person is somewhere out there. You just got to be, open, vulnerable. You have to be you. You have to be the man. There's a lot of things you have to be, and know that that person is out there. Okay, you can attract that person by being yourself. Hopefully, you can evaluate your situation and know whether you are in a toxic relationship or not. So, my name is Sarkdad, and see you in the next one. Adios.